Hello, this is the 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and today we have a problem with the vehicle. So, going into the vehicle, when we turn on the air, there is no air that comes out of the AC or heaters, which is a huge problem because it is winter and we definitely need the heater. So today we're going to demonstrate on how to fix and test for the problems. So there can be two possible problems. It could be the blower itself or the resistor. So we're going to have to go step by step on how to access the blower itself. So for this, you're going to need a T20 star, like that, and you're going to need a cross screwdriver. So with our tools ready, let's begin. First of all, we're going to need to open and remove the passenger side compartment. With a flashlight. So just remove everything you need, and then this is very important. We will need to remove the lock right here. So it's a two-way lock. Just ensure that you have pressure when you remove it. So when it does come out, it should be one clean click. Like that. Alright, next, you want to release the top parts. There should be two on both sides. So just pressure the top and it should click when it comes down. It just takes a while to find. And once again, they should be making clicks more correctly. There we go. Alright, next we want to unlock the entire bomb part. So there will be pins underneath or bar which you will need to unhook. So here we're going to show you what the hook is, and then we're going to have to remove from both sides so that we can take the blower out and access it. As you can see, it's exactly same. It's the exact same on the other side. It should just come out clean like that, and that should expose the blower. So this right here is the blower, and that right there is the resistor. So we're gonna test the blower first, and if it doesn't work, then we know that the problem will be the resistor. And in most cases, it will be the resistor that is the problem itself. So let's remove the blower now. The first step is you have to remove the bottom to expose the nail at the bottom so we can take the blower out. So out comes the nails. And the bottom part should come out clean. Alright, so this is what the bottom looks like. Okay. So now that that is out of the way, we can now access the bottom, as you can see the light through. And we just need to unscrew the bottom parts of the blower. So just make sure that your vehicle's off when you do this part. so when that nail comes out, you should be able to take the blower out. Oh, 3 nails. So there goes one, and there will be 2 more. So if I'm looking from the underside, oh, there's one right there. And there should be some on that resistor. So we just need to unplug it from there. There we go. And another one. So with that out of the way, you can keep that to the top and out of our way. And now the last bolt for the blower. So that's the last bolt right there. 3. And then now just pull out from under, and voila, there is your blower. So now we're gonna have to test and see if it works. So we can test it with a wire and a D battery. So I'm just gonna grab some. So we're just gonna quickly grab some D batteries. Now remember, if this still works with the D battery, then it would be the resistor that's the problem. So this is the D battery, and you're gonna need a wire that looks like this. So there's 2 heads and 2 heads on that side. So with one side, you want to connect it to the positive and negative side of the batteries, and then make sure you know which side is positive and which side is negative on the other side. So now taking the power for the motor, you can insert into the positive and negatives. And now we can take the D battery and finally test if it works. And it won't shock you, so you don't need to worry at all. And in this case, you can see that the motor is still working. So with that one problem down, you can now turn to the other, which is the resistor. So in this case, the problem with us is that resistor. So we're going to have to remove it and examine it as well. So this is where the T20 start bed comes in help. So remove this one. And those are the nails. One comes out. So there's one more. And that comes out. One more. So now we should have 5 nails and 2 black ones as well. Alright, back to the resistor. It should just pop out easily. And it should look something like that. So by the looks of it, it looks a bit used up. It's been a long time. So it looks like we're gonna have to replace it, which luckily we did get a replacement. So we're just gonna get that. So here is our replacement, BWD, Engine Maintenance Technology. So let's take out the resistor and let's replace it. So you can definitely see the change in it. It doesn't look that rusted as this new one. Definitely. It's much more shiny and unused. This one looks pretty rusted up. Yeah, that's definitely the problem. Alright, now let's get to replacing it. So same steps, just stick it back in, make sure you do it correctly, and then just screw it. So the plugs should be on the upside, yes. So sticking it in, now we just put 2 of those screws back in. Close that. That's one. And that's 2. And now we have to put it back in the blower. So remember, it's coming from the bottom, so make sure you put it back in correctly. You don't want the blower to be the problem after you just fix the resistor. So this bar should meet up with that circle right there. And then you want to put the screws back in. So starting with that one. So at this point, we're just going to work backwards until we put it back together. There's the second one. So in this case, if the blower does not run when you do the battery test, it's suggested that you just get a new one and don't try to fix it. If both of them don't work, even after you can buy a new blower. If the resistor doesn't work, then just replace both, and you should have a new air system ready to go. Especially since it's winter now, it's kind of cold. After this, there should be one more, and then we can put back in the bottom part of this compartment and put back the compartment for the passenger. There's just one more. There's the space. sure everything is secure, and then make sure you re-plug everything into the resistor. Starting with the wire that we put up there. It should slide in easily. And the other plug should also slide in easily. Alright, now that this is done, we can put the board back in for the bottom. That's it first. Alright, so just to make sure, we can always test it before we close it up. So as you can now see, we have the air now blowing out of the heater, and the heat and the AC now we are working again. So our problem is fixed, so let us finish the last step. Just keep it silent. Make sure you turn off your vehicle after testing. Let's get a button. So we're gonna start with the bottom compartments. Make sure that's screwed back in. There it is. Sticking in with the corner edge first. It's the same as before. You use the 2 screws to tighten it. Should screw them nicely. Go. And now, just put so we have the 2 bars, which we can start off with. Just connect them and make sure that they work. This side should be the harder side. Just make sure you lift it hard enough. Alright, and then it should click like that. And with that, it looks like everything is done. We've replaced our resistor and we've tested the blower to make sure it works. So testing it one last time. That we have this. So this is a tutorial on how to fix your air system. And as you can see, every single option we have is working once again. With this problem fixed, thank you for watching.